Hello students, I am Sunny sir from Mahdi English School. First of all, I hope all of you are keeping well and very much healthy, taking care of yourself and your family. This video is for class 3 and subject grammar. So before we start video, let us read one beautiful thought. If you really want to do something, you will find a way. If you don't, you will find excuses. So what is the meaning of this thought? Means if you want to achieve something really, by heart you want to achieve something, then you will find a way out of it. How to achieve that thing? You will find your path, you will make your own way. But if you don't want to do that thing by heart, if you just dislike that thing, then you will always find excuses, you will always find problems in front of you. So, if you want to achieve something by heart, never be disappointed because you will find a way one day or the other. Let us see the topics which we are going to cover in today's video. So, these are the two topics. First one is revision of kinds of sentences. We have already studied lesson number 1, kinds of sentences. In that lesson, we have studied how to write a sentence, how to frame a sentence, and which are the 5 kinds of sentences. So, today we will just quickly revise that part, kinds of sentences. We will solve worksheet based on that revision. And after that, after solving the revision worksheet, we will solve the additional worksheet of lesson number 1, kinds of sentences. And that worksheets will be similar to lesson number 1's worksheet which we have solved from the textbook. So, let us solve the worksheet, and before that, let us revise what are the sentences and which are the 5 kinds of sentences. Lesson 1, kinds of sentences. In this lesson, we had seen how to make a sentence, what is the definition of the sentence. So, what is the definition of a sentence? A group of words that make complete sense is called a sentence. This is the definition of the sentence that we had learned. A group of words that makes complete sense is called a sentence. Means if you want to make a sentence complete, you have to arrange the group of words in a proper order. Always remember, the group of words must be in the proper order. If it is in improper order, then it will not make a sentence and the sentence will not make sense. Then what else? A sentence must have a verb. Verb is an action word like play, sing, write, all these are verbs. So verb must be there in the sentence. It can be a main verb or helping verb. And what else? A sentence must begin with capital letter. Always remember, any kind of sentence out of that 5 must begin with capital letter. And the last but not the least rule, that a sentence must end with full stop, question mark or exclamation mark. Out of these 3, you have to place any one of the punctuation mark in the end. Full stop is placed when it is a simple statement or it is request or command. Question mark is placed when it is a question, when you ask a question to someone. And exclamation mark is placed when it is an exclamatory sentence, when you describe emotions or feelings. So, based on this explanation, we had arranged the sentences, rearranged the words to make sentences. We have already solved additional exercise based on this exercise. So, let us understand ahead what are kinds of sentences. Read these sentences. Delhi is the capital of India. This is my favorite film. I love chocolates. So, these sentences tell us something. Sentences that tell you something are called statements and they end with a full stop. So, as you can see in the above 3 sentences, the first alphabet is capital and in the end there is a full stop everywhere, as you can see. So, it is called a statement and it is compulsory that a statement should end with a full stop. And what is the meaning of sentence? Statement means when you are just telling something to someone, you are just passing the information. Whatever thing you know, you are just telling them, you are not asking a question. So, a statement is just passing the information from one person to another. Then read these sentences. Where is my book? Why were you late for the school? What is inside the blue box? These sentences ask questions. Sentences that ask something are called questions. They always end with a question mark. Remember this, these are the questions. How can you say that? Because it is ending with a question mark. See, the speaker is asking to someone that where is my book? Why were you late for the school? What is inside the blue box? All these are the questions. because the information is not given and information is got by the speaker by asking the question. Questions are asked when you don't know something, when you are finding something. So these are the questions, and for questions we have to remember Q. For statements we have to remember S. Now read these sentences. What a lovely flower. How high that tower is. Summer vacation begins tomorrow. So these sentences express emotions. Emotions means your feelings. Sentences that express emotions such as joy or sorrow are called exclamatory sentences. They always end with an exclamation mark. So what do you understand over here? When you are describing your happiness, that is joy, and your sadness means sorrow, when you are expressing your emotions, your feelings, at that time we use exclamatory sentences. And what is the sign of exclamatory sentences? Exclamation mark. Where is the exclamation mark? See over here, exclamation mark is given with red color. So this mark is called exclamation mark, and exclamatory sentences are used to describe your feelings or your emotions. Then next one, read these sentences. Stand in a straight line. All the soldiers march forward. Come here immediately. See, these sentences give an order. Sentences that show order are called commands. And for commands we remember C. C for commands. That way you can remember. So, do you see the tone of the sentence, the way the sentence is being spoken is not polite. The tone is very harsh tone. And in the end we see there is a full stop. At the end of the sentence there is a full stop. But it is an order. So order means command. The other word for order is command. When you tell something to someone in a very harsh way, you are not requesting, but rather you are commanding them to do that thing. For example, as you can see, the students are standing over here, and maybe the PT teacher has told them, has given them command, stand in the straight line. So this is how you identify commands. It is impolite. Next one, read these sentences. Please pass me the salt. Please help me solve this sum. Please do the dishes. So these are requests, very easy. What is common in these three sentences? Can you see? The word please is common in all the three sentences, and this is called request. Now request is totally opposite of command, because in command you are being very harsh, in request you are being very polite. So it is very polite and command is impolite. So this is the difference between request and command. So we studied these 5 types of sentences. Which are the 5? Statement, question, command, exclamatory and request. These 5 types of sentences we have studied and we have revised. Now let us solve the exercise based on lesson number 1, kinds of sentences. First we will solve the exercise based on make sentences, and then we will solve the exercise based on this topic. So the first phrase I have to read, and what do I have to do in this exercise? Use this group of words to make sentences of your own. Means the group of the words are given, the phrases are given, and with the help of this group of words we have to make sentences of our own. You can make any of the sentence whichever you like, but here I will write some sample sentences for you, so that sitting at home you can make your own sentences. Let us quickly begin. The first one is in the hall. So in the hall, let us talk about a school hall. You have a big hall in the school, right? So what do you do over there? Sometimes the assembly is conducted in the school hall, the prizes are given to the rankers, and many other programs are conducted in the school hall. So let us write the sentence. What is done in the school hall? Let us say assembly, school assembly. So assembly, see the spelling ASSEMBLY. Assembly is conducted. Conducted means it is held over there. Assembly is conducted in the hall of the school. Assembly is conducted in the hall of the school. So that is our answer. Let me place it over here. Assembly is conducted in the hall of the school. I have written the answer, and now I also have to underline the group of words which is given in the question. What is the group of words? In the hall, and that is called a phrase. So here I have written the sentence, assembly is conducted in the hall of the school. You can also write your own sentence like prizes are given in the hall of the school. Essay competition was held in the hall of the school. You can make any number of sentences you like. Now sentence number 2, playing joyfully. What is the meaning of joyfully? Do you know the meaning? Joyfully means playing enthusiastically, playing very happily, very energetically. That is playing joyfully. So whenever I see the word playing, first thing comes to my mind is playground. So do you play in the playground of your school? Yes, in your PT period, in your free lectures, you go and play in the school ground. So let us make the sentence with the playground and playing joyfully. So we can say that students, right? You all students are playing joyfully in the school ground. Students are playing joyfully in the school ground. This is my answer. It's very easy to make sentence. If the group of the words is given to you, you can easily make your own sentence. See, playing joyfully. I have underlined this group of words because it is compulsory. When the question is given, you must underline that group of words in the answer. So you can also make your own sentence. The students are playing joyfully in the school ground. The students are playing cricket joyfully in the school ground. And there are n number of sentences you can make with this phrase. Now number 3, my favorite hobby. Now hobbies are many. We have many kind of hobbies, but our favorite hobbies are very less. Means we like something more than other hobbies. So let us talk about my personal hobby. My personal hobbies are reading and traveling. So can I write over here my personal hobbies and can I make sentence with that? Let us see how to make sentence with the personal hobbies. I can write over here my favorite hobbies are reading and traveling, and I put full stop because it is a statement. My favorite hobbies are reading and traveling. You can write your favorite hobbies over here. These are my favorite hobbies, so I have written over here. And let me underline the phrase. What is the phrase? My favorite hobbies. You can also write your favorite hobby. Like I said, my favorite hobbies are playing cricket and badminton. My favorite hobbies are traveling and playing cricket. Whatever sentence you want to write, you can make your own sentence, and that is very good if you are able to make your own sentence. So let us read number 4. Is the best. Is the best means no one is as good as that person or no one is as good as that thing. So is the best is superlative degree. Let us make the sentence. Let us talk about a class and a boy. Say Jack. So Jack is the best student of his class, right? You can also be the best student. Jack is the best student of his class, and we put full stop. Jack is the best student of his class. Now you can also write your name, right? You can also say John is the best student of his class. You can write n number of sentences, and you can also write about teachers that she is the best teacher in the school. Whatever sentence you want, you can make with this. And see, I am underlining the phrase which is given over here because we have to underline the phrase. It is compulsory to underline the phrase which is given. Next one, writing an essay. So here also we can assume that students are writing an essay. So students can write essay for many things. They can write essay in the fair book, in the grammar lecture, or for the competition. So let us make a sentence with writing an essay. How will you make sentence? Students are writing an essay for the test. Students are writing essay for the test. So this is my answer. I placed it over here. And let me underline the phrase. What is the phrase? Writing an essay. That is my phrase. So here, how can you make your own sentence? Students are writing an essay on Gandhiji. Students are writing an essay for the competition. So you can also make other sentences which are possible. Like I can say, writing an essay increases your knowledge of grammar. Writing an essay increases your vocabulary. So all these sentences are possible, but I have to write one sentence to show you, to help you out, and the rest of the sentences you have to write sitting at home. So we have completed this exercise based on group of the words making sentence. Let us just quickly see what we have done. We have made sentences with the group of words which are in the hall, like assembly is conducted in the hall of the school, playing joyfully, students are playing joyfully in the school ground. Number 3, my favorite hobby. My favorite hobbies are reading and traveling. My favorite hobbies are reading and traveling. Number 4, is the best. Jack is the best student of his class. Number 5, writing an essay. Students are writing an essay for the test. So these are the 5 sentences that we have done for using group of words. Now we will solve exercise based on 5 kinds of sentences that we have already revised today. So what is the heading over here? Types of sentences. Now we have already revised the types of the sentences. So what is given over here? Let us see. Types of sentences. There are 4 types of sentences: statement, question, command, exclamation. So S for statement, Q for question, C for command, E for exclamation. But in grammar we studied 5 types of sentences. Here they have given 4 types of sentences. So we have to solve exercise based on these 4 types of sentences now. So the heading is given, put the correct punctuation after each of the following sentences. We have to read the sentence and we have to put the correct punctuation mark. Punctuation mark means what? Full stop, comma, exclamation mark, all these are punctuation marks. And also question mark. So first we have to read the sentence, understand it, and then we have to decide which kind of sentence it is. Either it is a statement, question, exclamation mark, what is it, and then we have to use any one of these 3 as you can see on the screen. Now let us start the first one. I come to school every day. I come to school every day is not a question, it is a simple statement, right? So for simple statement we put full stop. So see, I have put an arrow, means you will put the full stop over here. From here you have to write full stop over here. Next one, number 2, be quiet. So be quiet, that is an order, command. So for command also we put full stop. So let us place the full stop over here. It is a command, so I will put it in the blank over here. I have just put arrow because you have to place this full stop over here. You can do it by yourself. Then number 3, what a nice dress. Now see, here the speaker is surprised by seeing the dress. Maybe the dress is really beautiful, newly bought dress, very expensive you can say. So what a nice dress, it shows emotions. So when emotions are shown, it is exclamatory sentence. So we can put this exclamation sign over here. So you have to put it by yourself. I have just put an arrow so that you can understand. This is an exclamatory sentence. Next one, where is your sister? This is the question. See, where is your sister? This is the question asked by the speaker. So let us put a question mark. How will you put the question mark? See, here is the question mark. So from that you have to put it in the blank over here. Where is your sister? And question mark. The speaker wants to know where is the sister. Next one, how many pens do you have? Read again. How many pens do you have? That is a question. So for question we put question mark. I'll put it over here. I'll put the arrow so that you can do it by yourself. Next one, the desert is dry. See, the desert is dry is not an exclamation, is not exclamatory sentence, is neither a question. So we have to put the full stop over here. Let me put the full stop over here. How will you put it? Yes, this full stop should be over here. The desert is dry. Next one, don't play with your pen. This is a command. Someone is ordering not to play with the pen. So even for command we put full stop. So how will you put it? Full stop over here. You have to put it by yourself. Next one, this tree is very big. See, this is also a statement. This is a simple statement, just information is passed, nothing else. So for simple statement we have to put full stop again. Let me place the full stop over here. So the full stop should come over here in the blank. Now as you can see the arrows, you have to put these punctuation marks in the blank by yourself. See over here, I have already shown you. Let us see the sentences again. The first sentence, I come to school every day, there should be a full stop. Second one, be quiet, there should be a full stop again. Third one, what a nice dress, there will be an exclamation mark. Fourth one, where is your sister is a question, so question mark. Fifth one, how many pens do you have? there is again a question, so question mark. The desert is dry, that is a statement, so full stop. Don't play with your pen, it is a command, so again full stop. Last one, this tree is very big, so that is again a simple statement, so it will end with a full stop. Now, as you can see on your screen, exercise number 2 is the type of the sentence. We have to write what is the type of the sentence over here in the bracket. But we are only given 4 types over here. So, from that we have to select any one. See, S, Q, C, E. Statement, question, command, exclamation. So, S, Q, C, E. With this help of 4, we have to write the answers in exercise number 2. So, let us write the answers in exercise number 2. First one, don't play with fire. So, that is command. The speaker is ordering, don't play with fire. So, for command, we have to write C. C for command. Don't play with fire. That is a command given by someone. I repeat. Next one, what time is it? Now, when you are asking time to someone, you don't know the time, you want to know the time, you don't have the watch, you ask the time. So, asking. Ask means it is a question. So, for question, we write Q. So, for the question, as you can see, I have written Q because it is a question. As you can see, the question mark is given. That's why it is a question. Next one, you lost your book again. See, now someone who is losing the book again and again he lost his book. So, you are annoyed, you are extremely angry. You lost your book again. So, that is anger. Your emotions are shown out over here. And exclamation mark is given, as you can see over here. So, it's very easy for us to identify that it is an exclamatory sentence. So, for exclamatory sentence, we have to write E. E for exclamatory sentence. Next one, put your bag on the ground. Can you see again? See the tone of the sentence. Listen to me carefully. Put your bag on the ground. So, my tone is not polite. I am being impolite intentionally so that you understand this is a command. So, C for command. So, this sentence is order given to someone, maybe to the student, to put his bag on the ground. So, it is a command. Next one, she speaks French. Now, this is a simple statement, a simple information given that she knows French, so she speaks French language. So, it is a simple statement. For simple statement, we write S for statement. So, this is it. These are the 5 sentences based on what we have understood. We have already revised that what is statement, what is question, what is exclamatory sentence, what is command. All these things we have understood. Now, we can also solve many other exercises based on this same topic. So, let us try some. As you can see on your screen, I have brought one interesting game for you. What is the game? Based on what we have understood, SQCER, based on that, I have brought a game. We have to write R or C. So, this is the game. You have to read the sentence carefully and you have to tell me whether should I write R or C. How will you understand? You will read the sentence and you will see, is the sentence polite? Is the speaker speaking in a polite way, in a nice way? Then it is a request. If the speaker is speaking in a harsh way, is being impolite, rude, then it is command. So, we will decide that, we will judge that after reading the sentences. So, let us quickly begin the game. First one, please let me know if you come or not. So, read it again. Just think what will be there. Just think, I am giving you 5 seconds time. Please let me know if you come or not. Is it a request or command? Yes, I can see the word please. So, when the word please is given, you will understand that it is a request. It is a polite way of addressing someone. So, please let me know if you come or not. It is a request. The speaker wants to know that his friend is going to come or not. Next one, I request you to grant me leave. Can you see the word request over here? Itself the word request is given, and in the heading also the word request is given. So, we can clearly see that it is a request and it is a polite way. So, we write R. Sentence number 3. Shut the front door. So, shut the front door is an order. See, shut the front door. There is no politeness. It is impolite tone. Like it is an order given to someone. So, what do we write over here? It is a command. And for command, we have to write C. C for command. Next, please be nice to your friends. So see the word. What is the first word of number 4? Please. When the word please is given, it is very clear that it is a request. The speaker is being very polite, very nicely. He says that please be nice to your friends. Means it is for you all also, that you should be very nice with your friends. You should never behave rudely with them. They will always be by your side. So please be nice to your friends. This is a suggestion, and the word please is there. So it is a request. Next one, make sure you pack warm clothes. See, make sure. Can you see the tone? Make sure means it is a very harsh tone. It is not at all polite. There is no requesting word. There is no please in the sentence, and that's why you can say the sentence is not a request, it is a command, and for command we write C. C for command. Make sure you pack warm clothes. Maybe they are going to a place where there is winter, and winter season is highly chilled season, and during that we need warm clothes. So it is a command. Next one, don't rush or you will fall. See, don't rush. See the tone of the sentence. How did I speak? Don't rush or you will fall. So here in this sentence you can say maybe the parents or the teacher is worried about the child, that if he will rush, if he will run, he will fall down. So for his well-being, for his good, the parents or the teacher, maybe they are scolding him, and if it is a scolding, it is a command, it cannot be request, and for command we write C. C for command. Next sentence, see, please grant me a loan. See the word please is given. When the word please is given, it is very clear that it is a request and someone needs a loan. What is the meaning of loan? Loan means amount of money, some amount of money. Maybe the speaker who is speaking this sentence is in short of money, he needs money, he has suffered a loss, so he needs a loan. And the word please is given, and it shows that it is a request. He needs some money, so he is requesting someone to lend him a loan. Next one, you wash your clothes first, you wash your hand first and then eat. So first you have to wash your hand. See, this is a command and it is a very good habit. These are the good habits, that when you wash your hand and then you should eat. And during this time of corona virus, it is advisable to wash your hand every hour, and for 20 seconds you must wash your hand, right? So to be healthy, wealthy and wise. Now wash your hand is a command, it is not a request, it is a command, and for command we write C. Let us see again in this sentence, what did we do? In this game we have written R or C, R for request, C for command. We have done this based on the types of the sentences that we have learned. First one was please let me know if you come or not, it is a request. I request you to grant me leave, that is again a request, because the word request is given, here the word please is given. Next, shut the front door, it is a command, order given to someone to shut the door. Next one, please be nice to your friends. When the word please is given, it is very clear that it is a request. Next, make sure you pack your warm clothes. So the speaker is commanding someone to pack the warm clothes, because it is winter season and they will need warm clothes, so it is a command. Next, don't rush or you will fall. So the word don't rush, this is very impolite, and when it is impolite tone, it is a command. Next one, number 7, please grant me a loan. So when please is given, it is a request, you are requesting someone using the word please, and it is very nice, it is very advisable that you must use the word please, and always try to use this kind of polite words like please and thank you. Next one, what is given? You wash your hand first and then eat. See, you wash your hand. Read the sentence again. The tone of the sentence is very impolite, and when the sentence tone is impolite, that's why it is called a command, and we write C for command. So students, in today's video, we have covered these two topics. First, we revised the kinds of the sentences. In this revision, I explained you how to write the sentence, how to rearrange the sentence, and I also told you the important rules, like first alphabet must be capital, and at the end of the sentence there can be full stop, question mark or exclamation mark. And then I also taught you which are the kinds of the sentences, and this whole thing was a revision based on the previous videos. And second thing I taught you was solving the worksheet of chapter 1, kinds of sentences. After revising the topic, we have solved the worksheet of kinds of sentences. And which worksheet did we solve? We solved the worksheet based on use the group of the words to rearrange and to make the sentences of your own. And then we solved a game. We played a game, and that was based on request or command, R or C. So in the next videos, in the upcoming videos, you will see more games, more puzzles coming up, and I will bring some interesting worksheets for you. Till then, keep watching my videos, take care of yourself and your family, and till then, goodbye and have a blessed day. Thank you.